The National Electrical Code specifies the acceptable height range for a main circuit breaker panel board in a residential building. This range ensures accessibility for operation and maintenance. The NEC mandates that the top of the panel board must be no more than 48 inches, which is 1219 mm, from the finished floor. Conversely, the bottom of the panel board must be at least 18 inches, which is 457 mm, above the finished floor. This height restriction serves several crucial purposes. Firstly, it promotes safety by ensuring that the circuit breakers are easily reachable for both adults and children. In the event of an electrical fault, quick access to the circuit breakers is essential to de-energize the affected circuit, preventing further damage or injury. Secondly, the specified height range enhances accessibility for individuals with disabilities. The Americans with Disabilities Act, often referred to as ADA, emphasizes the importance of providing accessible environments for everyone. By adhering to the NEC height requirements, residential buildings can better accommodate individuals with mobility limitations, ensuring that they can safely and independently operate the circuit breakers. The 18-inch minimum height also protects the panel board from potential damage due to flooding or water accumulation on the floor. Electrical equipment should be kept clear of potential water hazards. Furthermore, this height specification contributes to the overall organization and aesthetics of the electrical installation. Maintaining a consistent panel board height throughout the building creates a clean and professional appearance, simplifying future maintenance and troubleshooting efforts. When installing a main circuit breaker panel board in a residential setting, it is imperative to carefully consider the finished floor level. The finished floor refers to the final surface of the floor, including any flooring materials such as tile, carpet, or hardwood. Accurately measuring the distance from the finished floor to the top and bottom of the panel board is essential to ensure compliance with the NEC height requirements. It is also important to consider any obstructions that may impede access to the panel board. Avoid placing furniture, appliances, or other objects in front of the panel board that could block access to the circuit breakers. The area surrounding the panel board should be kept clear and unobstructed at all times. In addition to the height requirements, the NEC also specifies other important considerations for panel board installations. Firstly, all panel boards must be readily accessible. This means that the panel board should be located in a readily accessible location, free from obstructions, and easily reached without the use of tools or equipment. Secondly, panel boards must be properly grounded. Grounding provides a safe path for electrical current to flow in the event of a fault, minimizing the risk of electric shock. Thirdly, all wiring connections within the panel board must be made securely and properly insulated. Loose or improperly insulated connections can lead to electrical hazards, such as short circuits or fires. Fourthly, the panel board must be adequately sized for the anticipated electrical load. Overloading a panel board can cause the circuit breakers to trip frequently, and can even lead to overheating and damage. Fifthly, all circuit breakers must be properly labeled. Each circuit breaker should be clearly labeled to indicate the circuit that it controls. This makes it easy to identify and to energize the correct circuit when performing maintenance or troubleshooting. It is also essential to adhere to all local electrical codes and regulations. Local codes may have additional requirements or restrictions that must be followed. Always consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the panel board installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. When planning the installation of a main circuit breaker panel board, it is crucial to consider the future needs of the building. Ensure that the panel board has sufficient capacity to accommodate any future electrical loads. It is also a good idea to install spare circuit breakers for future expansion. The NEC also addresses the proper working clearances around electrical equipment. These clearances provide sufficient space for electricians to safely work on the equipment. The working clearances vary depending on the voltage of the equipment and the presence of exposed live parts. It is important to consult the NEC to determine the appropriate working clearances for the specific panel board installation. The NEC also requires that all electrical equipment be properly identified. This includes labeling the panel board with its voltage, amperage rating, and other pertinent information. Proper identification helps to ensure that the equipment is used safely and correctly. The NEC also addresses the use of overcurrent protection devices such as circuit breakers and fuses. Overcurrent protection devices are designed to protect electrical circuits from overloads and short circuits. The NEC specifies the proper size and type of overcurrent protection device for each circuit. It is essential to use the correct overcurrent protection device to prevent electrical hazards. The NEC also addresses the use of ground fault circuit interrupters, often referred to as GFCIs. GFCIs are designed to protect people from electric shock. They are required in certain locations, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas, where there is a high risk of exposure to water. GFCIs detect ground faults, which occur when electrical current flows through an unintended path to ground. When a ground fault is detected, the GFCI quickly interrupts the flow of electricity, preventing electric shock. The NEC also addresses the use of arc fault circuit interrupters, often referred to as SIs. SIs are designed to protect against electrical fires. They are required in certain locations, such as bedrooms, where there is a high risk of arc faults. Arc faults occur when electrical current jumps between two conductors, creating a spark. SIs detect arc faults and quickly interrupt the flow of electricity, preventing electrical fires. The NEC is constantly updated to reflect the latest advances in electrical safety. It is important to stay informed about the latest changes to the NEC to ensure that electrical installations are safe and compliant. NEC is a comprehensive set of rules and regulations governing electrical installations. It is essential to follow the NEC to ensure the safety of people and property. The NEC is not a substitute for proper training and experience. Always consult with a qualified electrician for assistance with electrical installations. Understanding the NEC height requirements for residential main circuit breaker panel boards is essential for ensuring electrical safety and accessibility. By adhering to these requirements, builders, electricians, and homeowners can create safer and more functional living spaces. These regulations address safety, accessibility, and functionality in electrical systems. Firstly, with safety, the NEC guidelines ensure the circuit breakers are easily accessible in case of electrical faults, allowing for a quick de-energizing of circuits. This reduces the risk of electrical hazards and protects both adults and children. Secondly, for accessibility, the height requirements are in line with accessibility standards, such as those outlined in the Americans with Disabilities Act. This makes the panel boards usable by a wide range of people, including those with mobility issues. Thirdly, there is a functional aspect as well. The specified height range promotes a standardized installation practice, which aids in future maintenance and troubleshooting. Proper height placement, along with clear labeling, reduces the likelihood of errors during electrical work. Further considerations include the finished floor level, potential obstructions, grounding, wiring connections, panelboard sizing, and proper labeling. The finished floor level must be accurately accounted for during installation to meet the NEC height guidelines. The area around the panelboard should be free of obstructions for easy access. Grounding is crucial to provide a safe path for electrical currents in case of a fault. Wiring connections must be secure and well insulated to prevent short circuits or fires. The panelboard must be adequately sized to handle the anticipated electrical load, and all circuit breakers must be clearly labeled to indicate which circuit they control. Local electrical codes and regulations may impose additional requirements, so consulting with a qualified electrician is always recommended to ensure compliance. Planning should include consideration of future electrical needs and the installation of spare circuit breakers for expansion. The NEC also specifies working clearances around electrical equipment to allow electricians to perform their work safely. Proper identification of the electrical equipment, including voltage and amperage ratings, is required. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, protect electrical circuits from overloads and short circuits. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are used in areas with a high risk of exposure to water to prevent electric shock. Arc fault circuit interrupters, or or F-size are used to prevent electrical fires caused by arc faults. Staying up to date with the latest NEC revisions is crucial for ensuring that all electrical installations are safe and compliant. It is important to remember that the NEC provides a comprehensive set of guidelines for electrical installations and should be followed diligently. However, it does not replace the need for proper training and experience. Always consult with a qualified electrician for assistance with electrical work. When working with electrical systems, it is important to wear appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. Always de-energize the circuit before working on it, and use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is de-energized. Be aware of the potential hazards of electricity, and take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and others. Electrical safety is paramount and should never be compromised. By following the NEC guidelines, electrical professionals can create safer and more functional electrical systems.